coffee time in the morning as we hide from the wind.
Hey.
The depressing thing is it was actually dead still around like 11 o'clock last night. Now it's fired up again. And we both have to go over 11,000 feet, meaning we're going to get slammed by it today. Woohoo! Actually, no. You're not going up over Cottonwood Pass, so you get to stay a little lower.
Mm.
The advantage of that torrid is she is very easy to keep track of. Last Matt and Tater's coffee time.
Oh.
Until the CDT, which is like a month.
Not too far at all. Which is not too far at all.
Feels like a long time. I didn't even make it like a week in civilization this last time, so a month off is a very long time. At the moment, I wouldn't mind being in civilization, though. Food. Wow! See, I keep thinking she just had a stroke and I need to do CPR, and no, it turns out she's just annoyed at somebody that's standing behind me. Happens a lot. Really weird. So what's worse than putting on wet socks in the morning? Wet socks that froze somehow. Didn't seem like it was that cold, but... And time to say goodbye once again. For a little while.
Long.
Yeah, then you'll have so much of me, you'll be sick of me. Yep, and next time we're camping together should be the CDT.
Yay!
Less than a month now. Just have to get through some dive thing. There you go, God. Somebody
It's
behind me.
It's gonna be amazing.
Okay,
you
yes.
need to love it.
Normally, third day of the trip, the pack's getting lighter. Somehow, mine got a little heavier here. I was carrying the tent and all my usual stuff, but I stole a little bit of food from her on the way out, just so I don't run out. So Taters is going to be following the South Fork of the Kern up to the headwaters, up Tunnel Meadow here, jumping over Trail Pass, and then we'll be back at the cars. Which should be really easy and gentle, which should be the polar opposite of what I'm going to do here. This might be my roughest day.
Have fun.
Type 2 fun. Okay. Oh, I miss you. Have a good hike out. Last week of school. And I'll expect you to be really relaxed when you meet me early on Friday.
Oh, I'm going to be so relaxed.
I don't know. Based on this week, you might be delirious and just giggling uncontrollably. We will see. Bye-bye. Remember, if you see Hermit or Bop It or anybody, say hi.
Okay.
Also try and remember what they look like. Just announce yourself. Tasty Taters arriving at the trailhead. Autographs, autographs. And from here I have probably 4.5 days. I'm aiming to be out kind of mid-afternoon on Friday. So Jen can pick me up, and we have an Airbnb up in the Central Valley because the Airbnbs there are cheap, and we are having issues in the campgrounds back in Orange County. And that is how we are going to gap to the dive trip. So the big question mark for the route I'm trying to do is going to be probably tomorrow. I'm hoping to get over Kern today, which is up at like 11,000, and then down to Jordan Hot Springs, pick up the Kern, the main fork of the Kern, and then there is a footbridge. It's on all the maps. I just don't know if it still exists. I don't think I've actually been down to that, but I have the impression that it still exists. So the Kern is a major drainage in the Sierra, and down here in the south a lot feeds into it. And since we are in a snowmelt period, even with a low snow year, it's probably going to be pretty high. So I'm not counting on being able to ford the Kern, especially being solo and in a remote area. So footbridge to get over. If I can't, and if there is no safe way across, I have an alternate where I'm basically going to get really, really creative and try and reach Lake Isabella. So I'll figure something out. But as for today, that is Kern over there. There's an old fire lookout at the top. I think the Osborne remains are there. And then I'm going to take a cross-country route off the backside to connect to a trail that'll take me down to Jordan Hot Springs. And I'd say this should be my last couple of solo days for a few months, but the end of the Condor was supposed to be my last couple of solo days. So who knows? And I did not have enough coffee this morning, so I'm having to reroute already. God, it's nice doing cross country out here again. Okay, that's a little better. Back on track. There is a trail that goes up Kern. It's a little bit of a use trail, and last time I was up there. But as you can see, I mean, Cross country is awesome out here, and you never lack for campsites, and usually not for water. Even with these exceedingly dry conditions, this is very unusual for this time of year historically. As long as I've been out here, you can always find something. The exception, of course, is when you're high and dry on some sort of a ridge, which is what I'm doing today. I don't think there's that much snow on Kern from what I've seen, so I could probably get some water. And the Condor Trail left me a little more cautious than I am historically out here. So I've got my full 2.5 liter carry, which should get me more than further than I need today. This is the start of the climb up Kern Peak Stringer. Oh, I've missed it up here. This is a nice steady trail. Over 10K with 5 days of food on my back. Not acclimated. Oh, fun times. So that's Alancha, another one of my early season favorites. 12,000 feet. 11,000. So if you've heard of Mount Whitney, it's over there. Look at which one you think is the most impressive. It ain't that one. Whitney is only impressive from the east side, basically. And then we've been down there in the meadows. And there she is. Okay, last little bit. Just a bit of bouldering. This peak is significantly easier without 5 days of food on my back. Yeah. Figures. I climbed up that way, which was bouldery. Forgot there's an easier ramp. Okay. Kennedy Meadows is down in that direction, off in the distance. PCT runs up here, runs right around the tree line on Alancha there, and stays up on the ridge. That's Menachie Meadows with Menachie Peak in the middle. Really cool area. And then this is kind of the area we came in, right where the peaks emerge above the tree line. That's about Cottonwood Pass. And we drop down into these, meadows below. And then off in the distance there, on the right, that would be Langley, 14er, and then the left is Whitney. As you can see, it's kind of a ramp from this side. And when you're up top, you're looking down on the desert below. I've been up there a bunch of times, different routes, but not my favorite. I'd rather do something like those. That would be the Kauai Range, what I named my WTC group after. The left is Black Kauai, which is the really cool one. High Sierra Trail actually goes right by the right-hand one, which is Mount Kauai. Then you've got Mineral King and such. And then you got the west side, which is where I am headed. I'm going to descend down hopefully to about 6,000 or 8,000 feet, reach the Kern, and then cross the Kern and descend on the west side. Okay, so the way I'm going to go down is basically walk that ridge line, and then I'll be able to get down to that ridge and descend to a trail which takes me into that canyon. Nice cake. Down we go. Well, that was fun. So that rock up there is called Indian Head. Third class summit. Did it a couple of years ago. is not the sort of trail to be in shorts on. Oh well. Ah! And once again, I've got trail with thorn bushes on it. Just shredding my legs anytime it touches skin. Okay, and welcome to Jordan Hot Springs. It's a bit too cold to get wet tonight. I'm really hoping I can, there's a big campsite here at the base. Hopefully, since it's Monday, nobody's there. Because I've done 3,000 feet of gain and 5,000 of descent today. I'm ready to stop. Okay, this will work. If there's anybody camped here, they're probably over in the woods near some of the pools. Okay, very happy to be done for the day. Home sweet home for the night. And tomorrow we find out if the bridge is there or not, and if I'm going with plan A or plan B.